What is up, everybody? TGIF. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful October. The West End is full this morning. I mean, full. It looks like opening day out here. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love to see people out. I like the fact that they haven't put their boats away yet. We got so much great fishing in store. And water temp this morning. I told you yesterday it was the last day in the 60s. This morning in the West End, it is 58.6. That water temp dropped another 1.5 degrees last night. So we're not going to see 60s until May next year. Again. I haven't looked at the long range forecast yet for next week or the rest of the month. It's October. I mean, I'm sure we're going to have a few nice days mixed in here, but we're not getting back to long warm spells and warm evenings. So, it's on, boys and girls. It is on. I've only been fishing in the West End. Now tomorrow's Saturday. I don't know if I'm going to pull the boat tonight and go run up to the big lake tomorrow and chase around some smallmouth. If I'm on this lake, I'm going to go a little farther east than I have been. Oh, there's one. Oh, wow, I suck at fishing. So if I stay on this lake, I will be a little farther east. I'll be looking around in some deeper water. This week I've only been fishing until 8 a.m. We got about 9 more minutes. I've been fishing from dark until 8 a.m. and then going to work. The West End's full of perch. I'm catching them fishing for walleyes here the last 3 days. Matter of fact, I haven't caught a walleye in 3 days, but I've caught a ton of perch, sunfish, another nice smallmouth this morning. Had pickerel yesterday. But I've been way shallow in the West End. I've been 15 foot of water. I've been just outside the weed line all morning messing around. Again, seeing a ton of perch relating to the outside of the weed edge. I can count 6, 10, 12, 15, 18, 20. I bet you there's 25 boats in the West End. They could be just fishing. They could be something special, perch fishing, whatever. But it is that time, boys and girls. 58.7. Let the fall games begin. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. The Yankees won last night. Closed out the Royals. What a great pitching night, let me tell you. I thought Garrett Cole threw a great game. Matter of fact, I probably would have left him in just slightly longer, but Booney pulled him out, went to his closer, and his closer was lights out. His closer's pretty interesting, getting to watch him now, and now I get to see another series with him. Closer's not a real big guy, but boy, he throws some smoke, boy. And he comes right after it. And it kind of reminds me of Mariano. Mo had 2 pitches, and one of which nobody could hit. And he threw it, and he's, I'll never forget when we lost to the Diamondbacks in that World Series. And Luis Gonzalez, bottom of the ninth, we put our best in. That at the time he was their best hitter, and he beat us. And I never was upset about that game. You go mano a mano, and you're either going to win or lose. And it was one of the few times Mariano lost, and that cost us the series that night. But hey, the greatest pitcher of all time. So many boats out here this morning. Every time I hear them coming, I always look, because I never know if they're looking, so I better be looking. But yeah, very, very pleased. I'd like to see us hit a little better and a little more, and a little more timely, as talking about the Yankees. But you take a win as a win in the playoffs. That last bite was on a Ned rig. I don't know. I'm not even sure why I picked it up this morning. It was pretty calm. You can see it's just a little bit of a chop this morning. It's a light, very light southwest wind. A little chilly. I don't know if anybody got the frost last night. And of course, everybody was out last night taking pictures of the sky. Pretty cool to see the northern lights. That's something I've never seen. Well, I shouldn't say that. I saw them up in Caribou Camp way up in northern Quebec years ago in the wintertime. With the naked eye, they were just spectacular. But I'd never seen them down here. And even with all the light pollution that we have from Syracuse, and you'd be amazed how many lights are around this lake at night. People still took some incredible pictures. I met with my partner Chuck last night for Walley Fest. We have some really big, exciting stuff coming very soon. We are going to be looking for some volunteers to do some testing with us on a new format. We're going to do it this fall if we have ice. We'll be running tournaments this winter on the ice. So stay tuned. A lot of big news in the Walley Fest world, and I haven't said anything about it, but we've got some stuff happening in the next couple weeks that's going to be a game changer. And like I say, if we're looking for some technology testers, that fishermen that are going to get out and can help us work out a few bugs if we find any. So stay tuned. That's a big deal. That is a big deal. That's the net I've been throwing around this morning. That is a Berkeley Little General, Powerbait Little General Ned with a Berkeley half-round shroom head in the chartreuse. I read an article in Fisherman about how well guys were doing with that chartreuse Ned head. I tried it. I'd been fishing black or green pumpkin heads all season. I switched over to that chartreuse. It sure felt like I got a few more bites. I read something recently that tank testing smallmouth, they do not like the color chartreuse, and it's a stimulating color, but it's something that they try to kill. They don't like it. So I found myself fishing a little bit more chartreuse. The walleyes certainly like it, or dislike it. I don't know. All summer long I was fishing this Ned, spot locked on the rocks, and I caught more walleyes than I did bass. Now here in the last 2 days, I've caught only bass on it and no walleyes. Go figure. I did, and I have been, and I'm going to finish out throwing that brown and black bucktail. I put a new leech on it because they pulled the tail off the other one. Big game this weekend for Q's football too. Big down at NC State. Every game's big. We got to win them all. Well, it's 8 o'clock, everybody. Time for me to skedaddle. So I'm going to finish this cast out, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a great Friday. I'll see you tomorrow morning somewhere. Keep your tip up.